God, I love Jon Moxley. Great wrestler, great entertainer. I mean, it's just some things that I think some guys do that they don't have to do. I don't really see where that helped Jon Moxley at all. You know what I mean? Then why would you put that kind of pressure on your body? Why would you put yourself in danger like that?
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to an all-new episode of the Wrestling Time Machine. I'm your host, Mac Davis. Along with me each and every week, legendary pro wrestling journalist, Mr. Bill Apter, and WWE Hall of Famer, Mr. Teddy Long. Hey, guys.
Nobody really wants to speak to you.
Uh-oh. Hey, Teddy, where are you? It's not your usual background.
Well, you promise to keep it to yourself?
While we're recording?
Of course we do, Teddy. Of course we do.
Well, here's all I'm going to tell you. I decided that I was going to take myself a nice vacation. And as you can see in the background, I'm sitting in a room of luxury. I've got heavy security here. I've got my head of security is Bianca. She's in charge of all the other people that take care of me and don't let nobody bother me. And Denise, she's the other part of my security. So I have heavy security here. I'm in an undisclosed location. You can't tell anybody, but it's the life of luxury.
Wait, you got Denise. What about the nephew? Is he
no
there
nephew?
Too?
I don't need no nephew. Just Denise Bianca, the head of security, man.
Gotcha. I like this.
All right, guys, we got a lot to talk about today. I'm going to start with AEW.
Now, Max, before you go into AEW, I sent you a couple of items.
I was just getting a roll, too. Go ahead.
What are you guys doing? I hear 2 or 3 people talking.
But I sent you a couple of items that I believe we need to talk about. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Oh, go ahead. We'll start with the first one, though, the one that you did send me, Bill, which was, and this confused me, and I have not seen this, so this is the first I heard of it when you sent it to me. And Teddy, maybe you've heard of this, but the Mexican audience is not a big fan of a recent gimmick in WWE. Is that correct, Bill?
Well, it's not the Mexican fans. It's the whole, all the luchadors in Mexico. You know, in Mexico, the mask is very sacred.
Yes.
They don't make a joke out of this. It's always been very sacred. And the man who says he's not Chad Gable, he's parading around as a luchador, is incurring the wrath of both fans and people in the business in Mexico, because they take lucha and the masks very seriously there. And it should be. It's a tradition. It's a tradition. So this whole thing where Chad Gable, if indeed it is Chad Gable, supposedly is smacking the real traditional lucha tradition in the face. What do you two think about it?
Teddy?
Well, I try to really kind of stay away from this kind of stuff, because I really don't, I know about the mask, and I know how they feel about that, because I had a chance to have a good conversation one time with Mil Mascaras, and I understood exactly what the mask meant. So I don't know whether, you should make a mockery of this or whether you should be serious or not, but it's just something I don't think I would do. I mean, it's tradition. So if this is, what they want, I would kind of leave it like that. I kind of felt bad at the time, if you guys remember, when finally they took the mask off Rey Mysterio. Golly, man.
Yeah.
Now, I don't agree with that at all. Taking the mask off of a luchador, I do not agree with that. Like you say, that is history. But this can't be the first time where a wrestler has gone under the hood in a Mexican mask and pretended to be a luchador. Bill, surely there's been somebody else.
It may not be, but at that time, the universe of internet and television wasn't as strong as it is right now. So not as many people it may have been done in local TV shows, but I don't remember seeing it. Of course, Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant and were some of the machine things they did. Dusty Rhodes was had his whole thing, but that wasn't
Midnight Rider.
Yeah, but that wasn't a luchador thing. He never said he was a luchador. But this is, the WWE fans right now, especially the younger ones, they don't know about this tradition of this. So all they know is, what WWE is doing and putting guys over, saying that they're great luchadors, when the real tradition is what we used to see with Mil Mascaras, El Psychedelico, Rey Mysterio Jr. Before they took the mask off. So yeah, it's almost like a religion.
But now, Teddy, like you always say, Teddy, today's wrestling is not the same because what?
Hey,
it's entertainment.
That's entertainment. Yeah, but again, it's tradition. It's like,
I agree.
It's like mocking a religion.
No, I agree.
And like I said, man, for us, we've been around this all of our lives. You know what I mean? And we know exactly how this began and, what made this happen. And to see it drift away and to see it be made a mockery, it kind of bothers me, you know what I mean? So, but like I said, I've learned to adjust the way that it is today. It's entertainment and that's what it's going to be. So you have to adjust with the times.
Keep in mind that when the mask was pulled off of Dragon Lee, they didn't make a big deal out of it. And then, in Mexico, that would have been like a, terrible.
Yeah.
I was talking about other things that are terrible in professional wrestling, at least in my opinion. In AEW, just recently, we got to see a grisly spot between Mox and Cope in a match where Cope ends up, and hopefully they'll have some pictures while we're talking about this, but Cope picks up Mox for a backdrop, and he backdrops him onto what is basically a baseball bat full of nails. And on the spot itself, he gets impaled, and they have to pull this thing out of his body. I know that both of you have seen this, Teddy. I know that I sent you the video. Let me get your impression first. What were your thoughts when you saw that?
Well, here we go again. All right. God, I love Jon Moxley. Great wrestler, great entertainer. I mean, it's just some things that I think some guys do that they don't have to do. I don't really see where that helped Jon Moxley at all. You know what I mean? Then why would you put that kind of pressure on your body? Why would you put yourself in danger like that with a thing of, what were it, thumbtacks or something in his back?
No,
nails. They were nails.
Nails. Yeah.
Yeah.
They went in probably about a good inch into him, if not more.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I mean, what was the risk? What was it all? What was it really called for? And then, like you said, you got kids watching this stuff now. And, they don't know, you know what I mean? So how do you know that some kid might not go home and try to repeat that or do it with some of his friends?
I'm really surprised, Bill, that the two guys who are in this ring that are performing in this match, Adam Copeland and Jon Moxley, between the two of them had to know that that particular spot was not only going to be gruesome and for the fans to see, but it was also extremely dangerous. Being punctured back near where your spine is not a smart idea.
Unfortunately, they got what they wanted because everybody's talking about it.
Yeah.
It was almost like the guy that comes back from something like this and he goes back into the dressing room and everybody's like, man, that was great. Man, you guys. But I mean, it may have been accidentally too hard that came down on that spot.
I think it was, Bill, not to cut you off, but I think it was definitely too hard for TV. I mean, come on, man. Golly. I mean, like I said, you got kids watching. So
no, I don't mean too hard for TV. I mean, the spot could have been, maybe he came down too hard.
Oh, okay.
On the nail. Maybe
basically, you're saying that you don't think Copeland could have laid him down a little bit lighter, maybe in that spot.
Yeah, maybe, it's wasn't uncommon in ECW days to see a bed of nails and guys impaled. So, well, as I say, these are the fans of AEW. They're great fans, but this is the modern day ECW crowd.
And then, you know, like I said, I've known Edge for a number of years. Had the opportunity of working with him. What a great guy, man! And then me and him talk every once in a while now. So what I just really don't understand is why is Edge doing this? You know, he don't need this either. You know what I mean? Golly, he's such a great athlete, a performer in the ring too. So I just don't know, man. I really don't know.
Teddy, let me ask you, in the situations of matches like this, is there somebody that can say, no, you're not doing this in the match, where they cut it off? I mean, surely somebody in the back says, safety-wise, we are not doing this spot.
Well, yeah, well, if you got the owner of the company, he certainly can stop it. And whoever is writing it or whoever the agent is, you know what I mean? If he feels that that's dangerous, he could stop it. So, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, when you got a 5-inch nail sticking out of a bat, and you got
Well,
some
it could have
guys.
been the wrestlers saying, "Don't worry about it. We can do this. We can handle it."
There needs to be somebody in the company, though, that can stop people from making mistakes like that. Because, quite honestly, that could have been a lot worse than it was for Jon Moxley. That could have been the end of his career, and maybe the end of him being, fully functional. He could have been paralyzed.
Well, he got up. He got up with that thing of nails in his.
Yeah,
back.
I saw that.
That was, whoa, too much.
Yeah, the other thing too, man, you know, you got to always remember this, you know, some guys are, you know, might want to speak out, but, you know, if you speak out, it might cost you your job. So, you know.
And the bad thing about Jon Moxley to me, and Teddy, I think you were kind of saying this a while ago, he is so talented. I'm not sure that he has to be out there mutilating his body in every match, because it seems like every match he's in, he's mutilating his body one way or another. We're going to see blood.
That's his character. He's a hard-ass, hardcore guy.
Yeah, but when you do it week after week, it does get boring to the average viewer, because I've seen it, been there, seen that, you know.
Well, not really, because sometimes, you know, they can wait a while and then the guy comes up and does something you never seen before.
Yeah, well, they have used syringes, stabbing people with syringes and everything else. So who the hell knows?
I would like to see both of them use their full names instead of Cope and Mox. It's Copeland and Moxley. Come on, guys.
I agree.